The night was dark and stormy, with rain slashing against the windshield like vengeful spirits seeking refuge. Jason clenched the steering wheel of his old sedan, determined to reach his destination despite the tempestuous weather. The GPS flickered sporadically, casting an eerie glow on his face as he navigated the desolate highway. The rain intensified, making visibility almost non-existent. The rhythmic patter on the roof seemed to synchronize with the pounding of Jason's heart. He glanced at the fuel gauge, his anxiety deepening as the needle hovered just above the empty mark. An ominous feeling settled in the pit of his stomach. Miles away from the nearest town, Jason spotted the glow of a flickering neon sign through the sheets of rain. The sign read Willow's Rest Motel, a dilapidated structure that seemed to materialize from the shadows. Desperation outweighing caution, he veered off the highway and into the gravel lot, the headlights revealing the motel's faded facade. The rain persisted as Jason approached the creaking front door, the only sound accompanying the distant rumble of thunder. A bell jingled airily as he entered the lobby, greeted by a waft of mildew and neglect. A haggard old man emerged from the shadows, his eyes hollow, expression vacant. "Him for the night," the old man croaked, his voice sending a shiver down Jason's spine. "Yes, just for tonight," Jason replied, handing over a few crumpled bills. The old man's bony fingers counted the money with deliberate slowness, each second stretching into an eternity. Finally, he handed Jason an ancient key attached to a rusty keychain. "The second floor, last room on the right. Mind the stairs," the old man muttered, his gaze fixed on a point somewhere beyond Jason's shoulder. The flickering fluorescent lights cast eerie shadows on the narrow corridor as Jason ascended the creaking stairs. The air grew colder, and the oppressive silence weighed heavily on him. He reached the end of the hallway, the dim light revealing the faded number on the door, room 237. Upon entering, Jason was greeted by a musty odor that permeated the stale air. The room was frozen in time, its decor reminiscent of a bygone era. A single flickering lamp illuminated the worn furniture, casting elongated shadows that danced on the peeling wallpaper. Exhausted, Jason collapsed onto the lumpy mattress, the springs groaning in protest. As he drifted into a fitful sleep, the rain outside intensified, creating a cacophony of sound that echoed through the empty corridors. Suddenly, Jason awoke to an unsettling silence. The rain had ceased, and unnatural stillness enveloped the room. Glancing at the clock, he realized it was 3:00, the witching hour. An inexplicable dread gripped him as he became aware of a faint whispering, as though the very walls held secrets. Compelled by an unseen force, Jason rose from the bed and ventured into the hallway. The air was thick with an otherworldly energy as he followed the ethereal voices, each step echoing through a deserted motel. The corridor seemed to stretch endlessly, distorting time and space. Room 227 loomed at the end, its door ajar. Jason hesitated, his instincts warning him of the impending danger, but an irresistible force drew him closer and he pushed the door open. The room was now bathed in airy blue light, the walls adorned with faded photographs of faces lost to time. The whispers grew louder, converging into a haunting melody that resonated with Jason's deepest fears. The air crackled with a malevolent energy as shadows writhed on the floor. In the center of the room stood a ghostly figure, a woman with hollow eyes and a tattered wedding gown. Her outstretched hands beckoned to Jason, and he felt a chilling draft as the temperature plummeted. "I've been waiting," the spectral bride murmured, her voice a haunting melody. "You've trespassed into the realm of the forgotten." As the words echoed through the room, Jason felt a surge of terror. The motel, a purgatory for lost souls, had ensnared him in its web. The ghostly bride recounted tales of love betrayed, lives cut short, and the relentless yearning for redemption. Unable to resist the supernatural force Jason became a captive audience to the tales of the forgotten. The room pulsated with a spectral energy as the ghostly figures materialized, their stories unfolding in a spectral tableau. As the first light of dawn approached, the room returned to its decrepit state. The ghostly figures dissipated, leaving Jason alone with the fading whispers. The rain resumed, and the motel seemed to exhale a sigh of relief. With trembling legs, Jason stumbled out of room 237, the weight of the paranormal encounter etched into his soul. As he descended the stairs, the old man from the lobby appeared, his vacant eyes meeting Jason's haunted gaze. Leaving so soon, the old man rasped, his voice carrying the weight of untold stories. Jason nodded, his mind reeling from the spectral journey. The door creaked open, releasing him from the clutches of the Widow's Rest motel. He stepped into the dim light of the morning, the air heavy with the residue of the supernatural. As he drove away from the desolate highway, Jason couldn't shake the feeling that the memories of the forgotten lingered in the recesses of his mind. The rain-soaked road stretched ahead, concealing the secrets of the night gone wrong, forever etched in the haunted corridors of Widow's Rest.